I'm picking your guy to lose by TKO in the 11th round.
My best friend bet me Tom Ford shoes.
Tom Ford.
Shoes.
Done. Yeah, we're betting Tom Ford shoes. You know what? I don't bet, but I am taking Freddie Roach up on that bet. Tom Ford shoes. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Tom Ford shoes. One of us is going to buy one of them. I can't believe you said this stuff. A knockout for Floyd Mayweather in the 9th round?
Yes.
Oh, I'm taking that.
I
don't bet on the air, but I'm taking it from Freddie Roach.
All right, Tom Ford shoes, 9th round. We'll get to that in just a moment. Earlier in the day, Freddie Roach also said the following to USA Today Sports. He said he wasn't really for sure, in fact, that Floyd would show up for the fight. If Mayweather shows up, I'm still worried about that. I won't believe it until I see him in front of us in the ring, suggesting that he may find a reason to back out of the fight on Saturday, Stephen A. Smith. So let's go over the following bet. Freddie Roach said to you he predicts there will be a knockout. Manny Pacquiao knocking out Floyd Mayweather in the 9th round. And if it doesn't happen, something about Tom Ford shoes. They're pretty expensive.
First of all, Freddie Roach is so disrespectful.
Is he now?
He's so disrespectful. Listen. I did not ask this man to come on my radio show. I did not think he would. They came over to me and said he wants to come on. He comes on the radio show yesterday. I certainly didn't bring up a bet. He sat up there and said, I'll bet. He said, Manny is going to knock Floyd Mayweather out in the 9th round. He said, and I bet you heard him say, bring up the Tom Ford shoes. Now, for those of you who are not aware of Tom Ford shoes, allow me to educate you. The blazers are a minimum of 3 G's. The shoes are over a G. Some of them are over 2 G's. The shoes are not cheap. They're relatively expensive shoes. They are fly. No doubt about that. I was shocked because, forgive me for saying this, because Freddie Roach is a fabulous trainer. He's a Hall of Famer. He's the best of the modern day era. We understand that. But being a trainer is one thing. He will never, ever be applauded for his wardrobe. So the fact that he came up with the Tom Ford shoes just threw me for a loop. It shocked me. But obviously he wants to upgrade in that department, and I applaud him for that. But to use this as a maneuver in order to pull that off, I find it very, very shocking. And as the fight draws near, Skip Bayless, I've taken on a different mentality when it comes to your whole Pacquiao camp. You call it my Mayweather camp, your Pacquiao camp, with Freddie Roach, with Manny Pacquiao. The level of disrespect that these two have engaged in, and more so Freddie Roach than Manny Pacquiao, as Dan Rayfield will explain to us when he later comes on the show, because he's just an extraordinary boxing guy. The reality is that Pacquiao's camp is coming across to me as a little bit desperate now. As I watch this whole week unfold, with Freddie Roach going out of his way, it just seems to me that they seem to be embracing the brilliance of Floyd Mayweather. They seem to be embracing the reality that he is a superior boxer. And they're very, very worried. And they know their lone shot to win this fight is for Manny Pacquiao to engage Floyd Mayweather in a fisticuff. Basically, Floyd goes away from his game plan. Floyd gets away from everything, and he goes out there, and he's not Floyd Mayweather anymore. He's the guy that wants to go up against Miguel Cotto and just throw punches. He's the guy that wants to sit up there and just engage tit for tat, as opposed to being the brilliant magician and tactician that he is in the ring. Because they know if the typical Money Mayweather shows up Saturday night, they have no chance. So psychologically, like you pointed out, they're engaging in this kind of mental warfare to try to coax Floyd into getting away from his game plan, because they realize that's their only hope. The fight has been made. Manny's going to make at least 125 to 150 million. Floyd's going to make anywhere from $200 to $400 million. Freddie Roach is going to get his take. Top Rank's going to get their take. Showtime HBO is going to get their take. MGM Grand is going to get their take. Everybody's going to get paid. So there's really no reason for Freddie Roach to be doing this unless you're worried that you really have no shot. So let me try to engage Floyd. That's what they're trying to do it, but money ain't falling for that, because he's smarter than that, and it's just going to be that simple. I actually feel sorry for Pacquiao and Freddie Roach right now. I really, really do, because they don't know. They know, but they don't know. They're trying to trick Floyd, because these are acts of desperation. And Freddie Roach showed up sitting next to me on my radio show yesterday. Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 85, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time every day. He showed up yesterday and displayed his desperation sitting right next to me. I actually felt sorry for him.
Are you listening? Because you keep going, uh-huh.
My turn.
He wasn't listening.
Stephen A. Smith, are you prepared for how much it's going to hurt you on Monday to cough up 2 G's for a pair of shoes for Freddie Roach? That's what I'm asking you.
He has plenty of money. That's not going to...
Is it going to hurt your pride more or your wallet more?
It's pride.
Pride or wallet?
Pride.
That's what I want to know.
I will agree it would hurt my pride more than the wallet. I would admit that.
Yes.
But yeah, I haven't even entertained or contemplated that. I don't expect to be wrong.
Okay. This is the most stunning and amusing pre-fight approach, or maybe I should call it pre-fight attack, I have ever experienced in all of my years of covering the sport of boxing. And I want to point out to everyone who might not be aware of this, the casual fans out there, Freddie Roach is no fly-by-night trainer we're talking about here.
I know.
He's no newcomer to the international stage that will be Saturday night's ring here at MGM Grand. Freddie Roach just won his 7th Trainer of the Year award. 7. Nobody's even close to 7. The award started in 1989, so it's not that old, but 7 awards since 1989. This is a big-time trainer who I believe on fight night will give Manny Pacquiao a big-time advantage over Floyd's father, who attempts to train Floyd, and I think does so very unsuccessfully, but that's just me. We'll see on Saturday night. Yes!
His father?
It's a big disadvantage. That's what Freddie Roach is doing right now. No. He's firing at Floyd Sr.
I'm sorry,
That's what he's doing.
Forgive me for interjecting, but how is he unsuccessful when his son is 47-0? I'm lost. I don't understand that.
We'll see.
I don't understand that. 47-0.
Freddie Roach believes that Floyd fights solo, that he really doesn't have much training from his corner. And all of a sudden, when he's finally up against a real opponent for the first time in his career, that the trainer will have an impact on this fight. Big advantage to Freddie Roach. So, Freddie Roach wants you and your man Money to know that Manny Pacquiao has no fear of and very little respect for Floyd Mayweather Jr. He wants Floyd to be sitting back every day, every morning watching First Take thinking, do they know who they're messing with? Yes, they do. They know. He wanted to come by and strong arm and take over your radio show yesterday just so that he would make sure that Stephen A. Smith would be the messenger to go back to Floyd. Maybe you did yesterday. I don't know.
You do know it's impossible to strong arm me on my own radio show, right?
Well, he took over your show. You said you didn't want him on. All of a sudden,
no, I didn't say I didn't want him on. I said I didn't pursue an interview. They called about. Of course, I want Freddie Roach on.
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay,
I want you on. You coming on too?
I hope so.
That's right.
So. But they wanted you to go back to Floyd and say, do you believe what these people are saying about you? Here's the point. Here's the bottom line. These people, Freddie Roach, the whole camp, and especially Manny Pacquiao, these aren't hopeless underdogs we're talking about here. Even though Manny is a 2-to-1 underdog in Vegas right now.
Is he?
They believe that Floyd has never faced anything like the quickness of hand and of foot and of mind and the punching power that he will face on Saturday night. So they want Floyd to start to rethink this, to think it over, to have second and third and fourth thoughts. They want Floyd to think that they know that he's a little afraid, that he's so afraid that he might wake up on Saturday and say, God, do I really want to subject myself to this? Because this is a whole new deal that he's about to get involved in.
But that's exactly my point. My point is, why go to such strenuous efforts? Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach haven't done this in the past. They didn't do this against Oscar De La Hoya. They didn't do this against Ricky Hatton. They didn't do this against Clottey. Exactly.
Yeah.
My point. They didn't need to, baby, but they need to now. And why would that be? By the way, why would that be the case? Why would they need to now?
What did he predict to you?
They're going up against a 9th round knockout.
A 9th round knockout. Freddie Roach is on the record saying 47-0 is going down in the 9th round. Have you ever, in all your life covering boxing, heard any trainer make a prediction like that? Nobody has.
But let me say this to you.
It would be insane to make it unless you believe it.
Let me say this to you. I have no doubt that Freddie Roach is sincere. I have no doubt that Freddie Roach firmly believes this.
Does.
I also have no doubt that he's wrong. Okay? And I'm not concerned about Freddie Roach's beliefs. I'm going to roll with Money Mayweather in terms of what he said as it pertains to this. When they talked to him about what his uncle had to say, he said, my uncle don't have to fight Saturday night. Freddie Roach don't have to fight Saturday night. That's me and Manny Pacquiao. That was Money Mayweather's way of saying, everybody can talk. But at the end of the day, that brother has to get into the ring with me. And that's the difference. Now, Floyd isn't engaging in all these histrionics. He isn't sitting up there pointing out how, Manny talking junk about Manny Pacquiao and all of this other stuff. You know why? Because he ain't trying to play mind games. He's not expending his energy on that level. He's leaving that to Manny Pacquiao. Go ahead.
Wait. I think he did talk about Manny Pacquiao to you on All Access.
Well, yes.
Remember when you finally goaded him into it?
Absolutely.
What was it, 3 hours in?
And what did he say? What did he say? This brother don't know.
He don't know?
That's what he said. He said he don't know who he's messing with. Not in those exact words. It's this FCCN with y'all. But he said he don't know who he's messing with.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is that's not disrespecting Manny Pacquiao, whatever. It's saying you trying to disrespect me. You coming at me like that. You playing this game. That's fine. All I'm saying to you is I haven't heard Freddie Roach like this in the past. Haven't heard Manny Pacquiao like this. The spiritual conversion and everything else. I haven't heard all of this stuff from Manny Pacquiao until now. You done asked for this.
No, wait, time out. That's not fair about the spiritual conversion. He's talked about that before every fight.
No, I'm not talking about, no. I'm not saying he hasn't talked about it. But he doesn't look at the fighter and talk about converting them. I'm talking about that. And just to be clear, in no way, look, I'm a Christian too. There's no way am I trying to knock him for it. I'm saying the level of attention that he's brought to that as it pertains to his opponent is something he has never done.
We're going to discuss this in a later topic.
This is something he's never done before.
Yeah.
You done asked for it. Okay, and Freddie Roach is asking for it.
He's not asking for it, he's begging for it.
Okay, but Freddie Roach is taking a different approach because I think this is fair to say Freddie Roach ain't bringing up spirituality when he's talking about Floyd. Nope. He's flat out disrespecting this man.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
And you know what they think?
Okay.
Where did Manny Pacquiao come from?
Yeah.
What were his roots?
Yeah.
Compared to Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Okay.
Compared to where Manny came from, where in the Philippines, remember the story?
Yes,
Manny's father killed the family dog for food. That's how bad it got. Manny had to leave home at 14 because they couldn't feed him anymore, and he had to fight for his life. Okay?
Last statement on this, because I heard people booing you when you said that. Nobody needs to get on you from that because I understand where you're coming from. But you need to understand that some young black men, they would beg to differ with that comment.
Okay, but
they would beg to differ with it about
compared
Pacquiao.
To where Pacquiao
I'm just telling you. When people think about when people think about, I know America is the greatest country in the world. I firmly believe that. But what we go through in our communities.
Okay, but that's a whole other thing.
Okay,
I'm talking economically.
Okay, yes.
Floyd's father and his uncle were professional boxers who were making a pretty decent living. Am I right about that?
And Floyd would tell you he reaped no benefits from that.
Well, okay.
Good versus evil, guys. A good fight coming up. So really quickly before we move on to the next topic, who's Team Pacquiao here? Let me just see a show of hands and some sounds. If not, wow, like 7 people, and then everybody else is Team Money, right?
He said Manny is going to knock Floyd Mayweather out in the 9th round. He said, and I bet you heard him say, bring up the Tom Ford shoes. Now, for those of you who are not aware of Tom Ford shoes, allow me to educate you. The blazers are a minimum of 3 Gs. The shoes are over a G. Some of them are over. I'm picking your guy to lose by TKO in the 11th round.
My best friend bet me Tom Ford shoes.
Tom Ford.
Shoes.
You done. Yeah, we're betting Tom Ford shoes. You know what? I don't bet, but I am taking Freddie Roach up on that bet. Tom Ford shoes. Is that what you said? Yeah. Tom Ford shoes. One of us is gonna buy one of them. I can't believe you said this.
And if it doesn't happen, something about Tom Ford shoes. They're pretty expensive.
First of all, Freddie Roach is so disrespectful.
Is he now?
He's so disrespectful. Listen. I did not ask this man to come on my radio show. I did not think he would. They came over to me and said he wants to come on. He comes on the radio show yesterday. I certainly didn't bring up a bet. He sat up there and said,
I'm still worried about that. I won't believe it until I see him in front of us in the ring, suggesting that he may find a reason to back out of the fight on Saturday, Stephen A. Smith. So let's go over the following bet. Freddie Roach said to you, he predicts there will be a knockout. Manny Pacquiao knocking out Floyd Mayweather in the 9th round.
A knockout for Floyd Mayweather in the 9th round?
Yes.
Oh, I'm taking that. I don't bet on the air, but I'm taking it from Freddie Roach.
All right, Tom Ford Shoes, 9th round. We'll get to that in just a moment. Earlier in the day, Freddie Roach also said the following to USA Today Sports. He said he wasn't really for sure, in fact, that Floyd would show up for the fight. If Mayweather shows up, I'm still